want? Your days are numbered, you chubby-cheeked rat.
Bob, are you arguing with old Mrs. Epstein again?
It's that damn squirrel. He's taking a bite out of every orange in the backyard. How do you think he'd like it if I went around the neighborhood nibbling on his nuts? Sitting up in that tree with those little puffy cheeks and that smart aleck overbite mocking me.
I'm going down to the swim meet.
Since when are you interested in swimming?
Her heartthrob Stevie's the captain of the swim team. Just went to check him out in his Speedo.
I happen to be a fan of his backstroke. It's not my fault he's half naked when he does it.
Hey! Bernadette, you know your father doesn't like you saying the word naked around him.
Well, that's why I said it.
Hang on, I'll walk with you.
Don't tell me you want to see this guy in a Speedo, too.
Juliet Simmons. She does the high dive. She's got a 9th grade body and an 8th grade bathing suit.
It was a diving board. I never understood the concept of watching people swim.
Well, you watch car racing.
Well, that's different. They have crashes. Now, if the people in the pool were spinning out of control, crashing into each other, flaming pieces of swimmer flying into the stands, then you got a sport.
Now I understand why people ask me what I see in you. Hey, Dylan.
Hail, Frodo Baggins. Come, tell us tales of Tom Bombadil and Gollum, slimy lizard man with the weird speech impediment.
Ryan's dad just says hi.
How was your sleepover?
Great. Brian got the new Nitsuki game system. Can we get one, Dad? It's only $400.
$400 for a toy? It's more than I spent on your mother's engagement ring. Not really, hon. I'm just trying to make a point. When I was your age, we played with a coat hanger. You know how hard it is to play catch with a coat hanger?
Besides, Dylan, you know how we feel about you spending too much time in front of the television?
Yeah, like reading Cat in the Hat again is going to make me a better person.
Oh, I gotta get to the bookstore.
Can you believe that? When I was a kid, we didn't need money to have fun. We used our imaginations. We chased fireflies, climbed trees, played kick the can, dressed up in our mom's clothes and held mock PTA meetings. Yeah, sure, we were the kind of kids who thought the woods were invented to make potpourri, but... we knew how to brighten a room.
Well, see you later, Bob. Hi, honey. Where is everybody?
Well, Dylan and Dad are out back, and Bernadette's in the kitchen eating anything smaller than her head.
Why? What's wrong?
She found out Stevie's got himself a new babe.
Oh, poor Bernadette.
Just as she went over to say hi, Elizabeth McKay runs over and plants a big wet one on him. I'm not sure, but I think there may have been tongue involved.
Carter, I'm so pleased you feel you can tell me anything, but don't.
I'll be in my room if anybody wants me. Not that anybody ever will.
Bernadette, honey, Carter told me about it. I'm sorry.
I don't need your pity. All I need is food. Food is my friend. By the way, we're out of cookie dough.
start sucking on the undefrosted meat, I want you to call me. Hey, Russell.
Hey, Helen.
Bob, honey, what are you doing?
We're building Dylan a treehouse. Instead of playing video games all the time, he can play outside, breathing fresh, clean air.
Sweetheart, this is Los Angeles.
So he can bump into it, then breathe it. Ow! Damn squirrel.
Eat staples, you rodent from hell!
No offense, but do you want Dylan 20 feet up in something you helped build?
Russell's an engineer.
And I minored in architecture. You see, the trick was to not damage the tree, yet have a structure sturdy enough to handle the stress. So I used buttresses to reduce the lateral movement and maximize platform support.
He can go on like this for hours. As a matter of fact, he has.
You want to see how I anchored the window supports?
Well, you know, actually, I've got to go and check the expiration dates on all our dairy products. Maybe later?
It's a little thing she does. Although she usually doesn't think of it until we're in bed.
Dad, what are you supposed to do in a treehouse?
You play.
Play what?
Well, you can play fort or spaceship. You can pretend it's anything you want it to be.
Can I pretend I was a dentist and it was my condo?
It's your treehouse.
Cool. I'm gonna go floss and then tell Brian.
Russell? He's quite a kid. Isn't he?
Yeah, he's real special, Bob.
Talking to me? Are you talking to me? Nobody else around here, you must be talking to me. Ha! Nailed him!
Hey, Bob, how about taking a little break and doing some work?
Hey, Dad, can I do that?
Okay, you see where the mark is? What, am I crazy? Hold on 1 second, son. I'm nobody's fool. Okay, let her rip.
Stop clowning around!
Come on out. Come on.
I'm sorry,
I know. Just don't stand too near me for a minute, okay?
Why?
Just need a second to remember you're my son.
What should I do now?
Why don't you go help Uncle Russell?
Hey, Bob, give me a hand getting that lumber up here, would you?
Sure thing.
No, hold it. Toss me my gloves. I got enough splinters.
Dylan, hold this, okay? You got it?
Got it. Uh-oh.
Typical. Says he wants to help, and then he takes off.
Bob, up here. Sanctuary!
What is she doing now?
Frying donuts. She's got more bad news about Stevie.
Now what?
He gave her a ring.
Oh.
How could he do this to me?
Sweetheart, I'm sure Stephen didn't mean to hurt you.
Yeah, if it helps, I don't even think he knew you were alive.
Carter, why don't you set the table?
I'm gonna end up a lonely old woman with 40 cats and Kleenex stuffed in my robe pockets. I spend my life eating alone at restaurants while happy couples stare at me in pity.
Bernadette, I know that adolescence isn't easy, but believe me, it's going to be a lot harder on you going through it the size of John Candy.
All right.
Just remember, honey, we love you.
Big deal. You love Carter.
Hey, honey, what you have in the bag?
Just a little something for Dylan's treehouse. A deadly spring-action rodent trap.
What a perfect gift for a 7-year-old. That'll go great with the box of razor blades and matches I bought him.
To turn that pesky squirrel into something Daniel Boone would wear.
You know, Bob, I have to admit, I was a little skeptical at first, but Dylan is really happy with that treehouse.
Not as happy as he is with the guy who built it for him.
You're right, he is thrilled with Russell, too.
You're pretty, Helen, but you're cold. Oh, we're having a treehouse warming tomorrow night, so, dress woodsy, okay?
Hello, I'm Frank Arlington, city building inspector.
Look, if it's about the house, I'm gonna paint it.
No, I was down the block last week. I heard some construction going on over here.
Oh, I was building my kid a treehouse, but believe me, it's safe and solid.
Mind if I have a look at it?
Not at all. Yep. You get quite a view from up here. On a clear day, you can see right into old Mrs. Epstein's bathroom. Thank God for mildew on shower curtains.
Well, Mr. Moody, I wish some of the houses I inspect were this well built.
Guess you could say I've got a wooden thumb.
Yes, sir, very impressive. Unfortunately, it has to come down.
Excuse me?
It doesn't meet applicable setback restrictions.
What's that mean?
I'm afraid it's too close to the property line.